Morning. So, if you saw our last video, which was, well, one of our last videos, which was where we went to an auction to try and buy a digger, but we didn't buy it because it went for too much money. And, Max, what have you got in your pocket?
New set of keys.
Oh yeah, we've got a new set of keys because we have now bought a digger. And we've got a load of road planings, which got tipped up the other day. So, what we're going to use them for? Well, we've got a lot of mud here. And we've got a lane, which is very potholy. And there's areas which just need hardcore. So, road planings is the answer to that, as a bit of sort of damage control for areas which need hardening up. So should we go and show them the digger? Yeah, let's go through the digger. Oh, so here is the digger. Oh yes, it's a TB153FR Takeuchi, which, as you know, I quite like the Takeuchi diggers from the previous video we done with the TB125, but this is bigger. This is a 5-tonner. Oh yes, bigger machine, but it's more power. It is, mate. But it has done a lot more work. It's done, how many hours has it done, Max? 6,000 something?
6,730.
Yeah, but it's also got 6,730 hours of wear on it. Yeah, it's going to need a lot more work, which is fine because it's another project for us to do. So the boom and everything is very sloppy. There is a lot of play in here, which I'll show you in a minute. But cosmetically, everything is pretty much okay. It's you know, it's got all the glass in the cab. Everything's sort of is intact. There's not too many gouges or dents and breaks and everything in it. The tracks are, well, you know, they've had a hard life, but there's still, what, 25-30% left in them, which is going to be fine for us. Things that I do know is wrong with it includes obviously all of the play in the boom, and the diesel gauge doesn't work, and the temperature gauge doesn't work. There's a few other bits and pieces. So the thing that didn't work when I went to have a look at it was the 2-speed tracking, but they sorted that out before I picked it up, so that seems to be okay. That's a little story. I had it delivered at the end of the lane because it turned up on an Arctic, so you can't turn around down here with an Arctic. You get an 8-wheeler down here, we found that out, that's good news, but Arctic's as a no at the moment. So I had it delivered at the end of the lane, unloaded it off the lorry, and that was all fine. Started tracking down the lane, went up probably about 200 metres, and it went and stalled. And I was like, great start, this is brilliant. So I presumed it was just, you know, run out of diesel, so run down to the farm, grab a can of diesel, run back up again, tip the diesel in, started back up, coughed and spluttered a few times, but we've got it going again, so that's fine. So hopefully today it's going to be fine, because it hasn't moved since I brought it down the lane that day. So Max is going to be the first one to start it up in a minute, and yeah, it's had a new battery apparently, so that's good news.
And we've got more diesel. Right, let's fill her up.
We better put the diesel in first, then before we try and start her up, and then it's like it's in there then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd end up probably tracking over the can.
That would be a
Have
mistake.
you seen our other video? I'll put a link at the end of this one to the video where we've got something much better than cans, haven't we, Max?
Mm-hmm. We're going to put a whole can in, which is 20 litres.
Yeah, I don't know how big a tank is on this. Right, start her up then, Maxie. Oh!
Started right up.
Straight up there, eh? Engine sounds sweet, isn't it? Nice. Right, so let's just show them the slop and the boom a minute, Maxie. So from what I've seen so far, that is the sort of the worst bit about it. Apart from the buckets are warm, and I don't have a tooth bucket for digging. And I don't know if you can see that, but the grading bucket has got it's pretty much worn right out in the bottom.
It's got a massive, like, lining.
It has, but
good for draining.
It will be. So when we do the drainage, that's probably going to be an advantage, because then the water will fall out the bottom, hopefully, which would be ideal. So yeah, not bad, hopefully. Well, proof's in the pudding, isn't it? Get on and use it and see what happens. Also, the sprockets are pretty good. They've been replaced at some point, I should imagine, at 6,000 hours. So a set of sprockets will generally last about 2,000 hours, depending on what it's been doing. And these have been replaced, but that ain't a big job anyway, even if they did need replacing. So yeah, they're all okay. So on, well, this channel and Machinery Nation, we'll be doing more how-to videos on Machinery Nation, which I said in another video the other day. So, blade's coming up. Max is working out the controls. Yeah. and we'll be doing the bushes and everything on this digger on this channel. So if you want to see what's involved in that, so if you're going to buy a digger and it's got a lot of slop in it and you want to see what is involved in it, then that's great. But to be fair, a digger with a lot of play in it is actually really good for when you're learning. Oh, I find this, someone else might disagree, but because the digger, as you're grading back through, the digger will actually follow the ground a lot better, whereas a new digger, you're coming along and you're sort of doing this because everything's all tight. So until you get used to your controls and everything, a sloppy digger is actually much nicer. So for Max, gonna have a go, and he's driven a digger before for a little bit, but not masses, so he's gonna have a go today and see how he gets on, and be doing more with it. But we'll put a seatbelt on for that and make sure he's all safe. So yeah, ready? Yeah. Let's do it. So here he comes. Spin round. Hello, boy. Look at his little face. So one thing I am well happy it's got, and it doesn't actually look that old, it's not as worn as the digger, is a hydraulic quick hitch. Oh yes, you haven't even got to get out to change your buckets. Let's hope it works. Right, so this is going to be the light work we're going to start with, which is just grading back this muddy area where we've been driving to move in, because the house is right here. So we've done lots of traffic area and they put a water pipe in across here, so we thought, well, let's just clear this up today. Nice bit of gentle work for the digger to find out where the problems lie, because I'm sure there's going to be more than what we've anticipated for. And yeah, scratch that through, see what we come up with, and then we might have to put some stone down depending on what we find underneath. Ready, monkey?
Yep.
Let's do it. As you can see, it's very muddy and sticky and horrible up through here, so get all that cleared up through. Right, I'm allowed in the digger, so let's make the first scratch.
I've been kicked out. Oh. Nice. Satisfying. Oh, that's nice. Daddy used to own 3 diggers back when he had a landscape company, so he knows what he's doing. He's done this area here in about, what, like 5 minutes? It'll take me longer because I need to get used to the controls. The biggest digger I've driven is a 2.8 ton, which is the same size you saw at the auction the other day. You can tell he's done it before, look. Whereas if you compare this to what I'll do in a minute, there'll be a bit of a difference.
Right, so I've just taken a quick grade up through there. Just to take off all the rubbishy stuff on the top and all the sort of silty stuff. This part here, but now, main driver's in there. And that took me about not even 5 minutes to do, so now Max's turn to learn how it all works and so he gets on with it. Without going too deep. He's doing alright. He's doing good. I'll come back through and clean up the edges in a minute. So they haven't got so much work to do with the shovel. No doubt I'll have to do the shovel work.
Right, so he's kicked me out again, and he's just going over it. So he's going over it again because to make it nice smoother like that. And then I think we're going to get the case and use the digger to load up the Teagle Titan, put some road planings in there and bring them down here and smooth them all out with the digger. I've been busy with the good old shovel whilst he's in the digger. I've been getting these edge bits along here, along there. But we found some concrete bits here, look.
This is what I mean by having a loose digger. It's great for grading because like on this concrete here, this digger is flat, see? So you see that gap underneath there, but there's no gap on the other side. now if you put your bucket down, because I've got the slop in it. See, it meets this area of the ground. So it's quite handy having that. We've got to grade properly. I know, right? Right, and so, got most of the spoil up there, which wasn't actually that much there, actually. We need to get the case and Tegel Titan out now to load that up so we can go and tip it. So now, it's all dug out up through there. All the way through nice and clean, so we're now just going to get some of those road planings and just put a layer over the top, really, just to stop the mud coming up through. But this will all change at some point anyway, so we're not going to get too carried away with it, but just so we've got something for the time being. Right, time to start the case. I have a feeling it's going to have a flat battery, so jump pack it is.
Right, so we finally got us started. Pin up, come here, pin up. Here she comes, he just went to go turn around. Peanut, come here! Water setup. Takeuchi, case, Tegel Titan, nice. Right, so we've made a deal, and that is Daddy loads these up into the trailer because of the power lines right above, and then I load the road planings up into the trailer, and then I level them out. Right, let's tip her out. I think he wants to tip it here. Yeah, that's what it looks like he's doing.
Right, so my plan was to just tip it out here on the bloody horrible spoil that's here and then just level it out over, because it's only soily stuff anyway. But reverse my trailer and over here, and being so wet at the moment, well, you know, I thought I'd try it. But yeah, the wheel decided to tip it over, so I'm just going to tip it here on the concrete and then bring a digger down and just push it in over with a digger. Easy.
There we go. Wally, come here. Wally, out of the way. Nice. If we lose the tailboard, it stays here. There's more there than I remember.
Right, so we levelled that bit out, which is ideal, out the way. Well, while the digger's down here, Matt said, why don't we clean the drain out beside the goats, where we showed you the other day on the other video, which has really blocked that side, so it can run into the ditch that side. So now we're just going to clean that out and see if we can make that water, which is here, make this water here disappear, because there,
I've got wellies on.
you got wellies on, haven't you? There you go. There's meant to be a drain under there, under the concrete, and then down that ditch. So we're just going to, well, dig this side out here and then dig that side out there, just so hopefully it can actually run somewhere then. Right, can I do the digging?
No.
Yes.
Right, so he's doing this side first. See if we find a water pipe coming out here that goes under this concrete track and joins there. Can we see anything yet? Eventually we'll do this all the way down there. Oh look, we got water. There is water down there. But it's like silty a bit. See if we can see any more water. Just ripping off that layer of grass and stinging nettles, brambles, rushes. It's like silty here. We have water flowing here. The concrete track, the block next to the other side. But I can't see any sign of like a pipe or anything. Water. Oh, can you see a pipe? Wally can't see a pipe either. Let's watch this bit go. That is satisfying. Look at all the water there. Good job our bucket's got holes in. It's quite a lot of water. There's water coming from that direction. Just in there, look, by Wally's nose. Can we see a pipe this side? No pipe. We'll have to work that out in a minute. We've now got a bridge. So we dug out this side, dug out that side.
I was hoping to find a pipe, there isn't any pipe there, but it's dribbling, so it's got less resistance now.
Let's look this side.
Might well be a pipe there somewhere. Well, that's enough playing, we've got the other job to finish today.
Yep.
Right, it's time to load up some stone, some planings. We've all done it, mate.
Oh! Never press record.
So I'm sat here now in the cab of the case, just waiting for Max to load me up there. Ideal, because it's peeing down the rain, and it's dry in here, so it's ideal. He's getting on really well. He's getting on really well. Feeling it's probably only less than an hour he's used it, so yeah, bless him. Loves it. Loves the machine, doesn't he? So proud. Very proud. Yes, monkey. Good boy.
Right, second load. Forgot I didn't press record on them. Second load. Let's just tip these up. You see he's coming out the back. Drive forwards, tip a bit more out, and then we'll level it out. Like that.
Right, so now going to grade out these piles up through, pushing ourselves away, doing it at about sort of 4 inches. We haven't got a roller or a whacker plate, so just going to put it in for now, see where it settles, and then top up where we require. Getting on with it. Going up through, look. What have you done now, Mum? Oh, you got a bit of overspill, look. Looking good, looking good. What is that? That is a manual tool. Right, let's Reiku that, and then we can track it over. You right, dude?
Yeah.
Right, so raked it over, and Max is just going to track over and track it all in, because we haven't got a compactor plate or a roller handy, so this will do for now.
It's all done, it's all been put down, it's all been packed in. But we haven't packed it right in tight, because we're just going to see where the pits lie, and then we'll refill it in the pits in a later date.
Yeah, so we're quite happy with them, aren't we? Happy with the digger?
Yeah.
Yeah? Is it your new favourite machine?
It's tied with the Manitou.
Oh, so you mean I don't get the Manitou now? Ah, that's a shame. So as you can see, it is very wet out here. I am absolutely soaked. Max has been in the digger, so he's nice and dry. And I'm going to put the digger away. We've had enough, but we're quite happy with the result. It's going to stop the mud. And it is only a temporary fix, so, you know, we're quite happy that it's going to bit of damage prevention, as it were. And, yeah, we'll revisit this at a later date with something better once we decide what to do with all this and all sort of this weird area here. Concrete the lot, Max, eh? Right, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Cheerio, bye.
Bye.